Meteorologist David Yeomans is in the First Alert Weather Center with a look at the latest models. David, what are we learning?
Guys, as you said, this is going to be our third night in a row of severe weather, and it's likely to be the worst, which is pretty impressive because last night, look at this number of wind damage reports concentrated in this line from DeKalb through Kane County right into the city of Chicago. And as Darius mentioned, 3 confirmed tornadoes. Even outside of the tornadoes in DuPage County, 70-mile-per-hour thunderstorm winds. This could be worse, but it sure hasn't started yet. The radar is clear with a lot of heat and humidity. Remember, we've been showing you the heat index values on the bottom of your screen today because a heat advisory is in effect. Look what it feels like. Close to 100 at the Chicago airports. Heat index reading 112. Dangerously hot in LaSalle County. Now, we also have a disturbance that's quickly firing explosive thunderstorm development near Des Moines and Waterloo, Iowa. As this disturbance crashes into all that heat and humidity, there's a tremendous amount of energy available this evening for these storms to grow and thrive off of. So here's the timeline. I think this model's doing a great job with what we expect. Over the next several hours, things remain quiet. Most of your evening drive, especially in Chicago, is just fine. By 7 o'clock, not before then we don't think, a line of severe storms is entering the northwestern Illinois area and starting to race toward our area. By 8 o'clock, these discrete supercell thunderstorms, these little individual clumps on the radar ahead of the line, they're not guaranteed, but if they do form, as this model suggests, these would have the best spin in them, meaning the highest tornado threat. Whether or not those happen, here comes the big line with wind damage and even some spin-up tornadoes along it like we saw last night, blasting into Chicago by 8:30, 9:30, racing into northwest Indiana by 10, 11 o'clock. Then between 7 and 11, yes, we're getting rocked, but after that, the storms quickly shut down. Could have some heavy rain left over and a few rumbles of thunder into the overnight, but the severe weather threat will end pretty quickly. In addition to that, we have a significant flash flood threat tonight. This is what's called the flash flood risk, and we have a rare 3 out of 4 moderate red shading. This is something that happens in Chicago very rarely, and just for a little perspective, it's the same flood risk that was in Houston with Hurricane Beryl last week, and they had widespread problems. This is coming not only because we could see 3 or 4 inches of rain tonight, but because parts of our area and even parts of Chicago have seen a ½ a foot of rain in the past 2 or 3 days, so additional rain is only going to raise the river levels very, very quickly and create a dangerous situation. So tonight, 70 degrees with severe storms and heavy rain exiting the area by midnight, maybe even a little earlier. Tomorrow, though, finally we start to breathe a sigh of relief. A little cooler and mainly dry with only a 10% chance of a shower. Only a 10% chance of a shower for the rest of the week once we get through tonight. And you think that 86 sounds refreshing after today's 90s? How about several days of 70s, especially cooler along the lakefront? This coming weekend looks great with dry weather and warm temperatures in the lower 80s. In the meantime, though, of course, we'll be here through the evening updating folks as these storms push our way.
Yeah, thanks for giving us a lot of context on that risk, which is wild considering what we've seen in the last 48 hours.
It is rare and it is dangerous, so we'll be here.
And the thing that always amazes me, and we saw it again last night with you and Mary Kay, you are able to pinpoint where this bad weather is going.
We have great technology, and we try to utilize it in those moments to keep folks at home safe. Tonight, I fear we may have to do the same thing.
All right.
What a great job you do.
You do. It's true. Thanks.